Hey everyone, welcome to Unit 7 in our Early Latin American History course. Of course, this unit will end up covering 3 weeks with the intention that you take the second week off for Thanksgiving. So obviously you will order your time and plan things out as you need to, as works best for you. But I hope that you can all at least take a few days off to spend some time with loved ones and enjoy a well-deserved break. We're focusing on Camilla Townsend's Malintzín's choices for this unit with the idea that the brief discussion that you'll do will help you prepare for the book review. Please note and keep in mind that a book review is not a book report. So you're not just summarizing what Townsend said in the book, but instead you want to identify her key arguments or thesis statements. And again, there's not necessarily like a thesis statement for a book like this. Instead, you want to think of the key themes and ideas that she is presenting to you and ask yourself the question as a reader, what is it that Camilla Townsend wants me to take away from this book that she has written? The answer to that question will probably give you a good cue, I should say, about what her thesis statement is. I'm also of the mind that there isn't like one right answer for what is her thesis statement. You could talk about a number of different arguments that she makes, but the idea with your paper is to identify one of those arguments or themes and evaluate it using specific information from the book itself. So you'll want to talk about how well she was able to support that argument or that theme. Was she able to convince you of her interpretations and her points? If so, why was that the case? What was it about her sources and her reasoning that was ultimately convincing? Or what was it that was lacking by your estimation? And again, support those critiques and analysis with specific examples from the reading itself. As far as the discussion exercises go, as some of you have already pointed out to me, the questions that I've posed on the discussion board do overlap quite a bit. I was thinking that you would be able to separate them out and kind of take different directions with each one, even though they do relate to each other. If, however, you find that you think that they're just kind of relate to each other so much that you would instead like to write one post that is at least 3 paragraphs long with 3 specific examples from the reading, you can go about it that way, rather than writing 3 separate posts that have 1 specific example from the reading each. Hopefully that makes sense. So you can approach that either way, depending on what you think makes the most sense to you, as long as you have those 3 well thought out paragraphs with 3 specific examples to support them. And then no matter which way you go with that, you just have to respond to one of your peers' posts or ideas there on the discussion board. Hopefully I haven't muddied the waters with that, and hopefully that makes sense. If not, please let me know via email or Twitter or text message, and I will do my best to address your questions. We're almost done, as you well know, so please let me know whatever questions you have about this book review assignment. That's due December 6th. Then also remember that the final project, your Storify, is due on December 11th. If you have any questions about any of that, let me know as soon as possible so that I can help, especially if you have questions about how to use Storify. So, all right, I will leave it at that. I hope you enjoy Unit 7.